All right. Welcome to the Sonic Studio. I'm building my sonic sculptures. Welcome, world. Here we are again. I've got my fingerlings, which, if it was a guitar, it was a kerfling. It's their fingerlings. Fingerlings from now on for my sculptures. I'm taking these apart. I am going to sand this edge because I think it's pretty much all done. And we're going to glue it up. So these edges are totally increased the surface area. So now I'm going to clean this edge up and fashion this piece on it. And then that kind of makes this whole base finished. And we'll see if we can, I'm gonna just try to do that today. I'm not in a hurry. Hope people aren't in a hurry because there's a little bit to do. I'm gonna take this rib off and fasten that up, but I'm gonna just kind of go at it as we go at it. Right now I'm just kind of amazed. I completely made a very beautiful ooh ah. Let's see if I can get a tone. Let's see if there's a tone out of here. Wow, that looks almost like a really nice G. G. All right. Well, get enamored with the sound and woof, disappears. All right. I'm pretty stoked at that. I have to get this other camera a little bit better set up. Whatever. I found this my little finger file. And it set it perfectly. It's a total exactly what I need. It's glued pretty well. And I don't have a lot of boogers because I kind of make sure I cleaned up a little bit as I went, which is very, very important. Let's see. So let's see there. Ooh. I like to take off a little bit at a time. Wow. Wow, that is really satisfying. I'm sure everybody has seen the the competitions of guys getting these planes, and they're like whoosh, going through how thin they can go. I'm just going for how clean I can go. And I have to say, mahogany is my new favorite wood. Holy cow. It's nice. Yeah, you have to know the, I want to go that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is kind of like the last, wow, there's this really sweet, the last little shavers and sand, and then put the top on here. I usually kind of mess around with the inside, but I'm not doing that. Mess around when I mean I used to I like to make some ink drawings inside, but they bleed through and it doesn't look good. Mm-hmm. Love it. Heck yeah. That is almost violin making. Not really. They're on a whole nother level. Luthiers. I'm looking for a luthier for spotlight artists. I might have found a good one. We'll see. We have a lot of good spotlight artist series coming up. We have, I'm not going to reveal who we have, but they're extraordinary artists. Actually, the next one is going to be Dave Tanich. He does large-scale metal sculptures that are out of the toolbox, as he says. And he is second generation wood mill sculptor, metal fabricator that he works. He works, and he's a pretty great mind. So he's coming up. And I have about 5 or 6 in the works. If people would get back to me, that would be super great. If you got back to me, and then we could get moving on it. I'm doing an artist that specializes in doing nothing, and that one's going to percolate for a second. I have a ceramicist who makes sound art. Hopefully he's going to be coming through, and then we'll just keep doing it. Wow, this is super kind of happening exactly the way I wanted it. Planes take off like micrometers. Micrometers takes off a measuring tool. No, microns. Look at that. Oh, I'm just so stoked with my joinery, which is crude and efficient, effective. Yeah, it's one thing. People can't tell you what to do on your art. Yeah, people have so many opinions. Holy cow. What's up with the opinion polls? But everybody has they have their opinions. Choose who you listen to. I'd love to say hi to all the people out in the world. Mark and Sandy. I know Cougs. Cougs, you're watching, right? Welcome back, welcome back. Oh yeah. So I think you should face somebody when you say hi to them. Sandy and Mark, Jerry and Julian over in Europe, and Cougar watching from his capsule. So, hello, thank you for showing up. I am really stoked that this is all kind of coming together, and those are just going to be where they are. Look at that. I have not much more to do. I think it's pretty close. Perfect is in the eye of the beholder, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Perfect. You can hear how live it is. Pencil doesn't hurt too much, does it? It won't bleed through. I kind of like things that nobody will ever see for some reason. It's kind of weird. You know it's there, but you need a colonoscopy thing to. What's the month? It is the last day of March 26. Watch out for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a weird day. All right, so I don't think anything else is going to go inside of here. And now we can close up the close-up. So there you go. I have a little bit of trimming to do on this spline. Move over. This right here needs to be taken off right there. All right. You're just gonna have to be with me while I think. Lay it out. Yeah. That is on the edge of that. I'm just gonna do pretty much right there. You know what, whatever. Make a measurement. Take a line. My drafting teacher in high school, it was all about projection. Mr. Kayala. I could never pronounce his name. I messed it up every time I said it. It was like, you know, it's funny. All right. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. Ha, ha, ha. All right, right there. Poof, poof, poof. All right. Safety net, safety net. Do, 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 do. Yeah. I love this little saw. X-Acto saw. Can't go wrong. Micro. All right. I'm just going to take little bits off at a time and not mess up that. Yeah. Everything's glued down all nice and tight. I'm just going to take my time cutting it away. And being whatever, micro. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's a little cloudy here in Los Angeles. Wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. Safe, everything's good. Yeah, not all the way around the world. Jesus whiz. How about that? Be safe. I was reading about Stradivarius, and he had a whole concoction of different chemicals that he put his wood through and aged them and put them as borax and different acids and then soaked them, and they say that's what kind of gave his violins their sound. I'm not going to do any of that. This turned out to be a little bit more difficult than I had thought. Whatever. Chip away, chip away. It's like a turtle eating a cactus. Pretty soon it's all gone. Watch your fingers. Now I'm just shaving. Shave it away. Oh yeah. I could get out my big chisels. I kind of like this X-Acto chisel. They have a life. Definitely they have a life. Mm-hmm. This is maple. This is black walnut. Maple top and backboard. The black walnut ribs and mahogany fingerlings. So the mahogany is dense, but it's a little bit like, it's not balsa wood, but it's really soft in its you can work it, but it's very structural. It's a very nice wood, but this maple is a tough nut. It's a very, well, it's also glued down very well. And I'm not in a hurry up mode. Not with my sculpture anyway. Like, why do I have to be? Do I have to like hurry up and please somebody to get it done? Well, no, not really. Just myself. Because that's kind of what all our art is for ourselves. And if people like it, all the better. But whatever. It's like interviewing artists, I'm coming up against this whole, what's it for, why they do it, and it's a personal journey. Everybody's art is their personal journey. And you know what, the more we, get into what we love, I mean, I'm looking for an engineer, another engineer like Jack, because that's unusual. Artists are usually in the, Van Gogh headspace where they have to suffer and they have to do all their stuff to come up with meaning. Meaning is very important, but, like my friend, the glass artist, some days I just want to make something that's beautiful. It doesn't necessarily have to have a meaning. If it does, that's very poignant and cool, but come on. How many people have made something that didn't mean anything? People love it, most of the time. I think you caught me on a rant. Caught me on a rant. Rambling. And everybody's freaked out about AI. Use it to your advantage. I mean, if AI takes your job, figure out something that you love and do it. I mean, that's easier said than done. We're all trying to figure out what to do, right? For money, for love, for inspiration. Just one of those things. It's a human endeavor. Almost. Glue is a funny thing. It impregnates stuff. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to need those pretty soon. All of my clamps. All right, you guys, forget it. I'm not going to worry about that. All right, I need another blade. Yeah, let's keep doing it. A little bit at a time. I could. Well, there's no real easy way to take some certain materials off. I mean, if you're gonna do it, it's just the way it is. Some processes take freaking years, but I do like to see some movement of, progress as I go along. I'm setting up my TIG setup. I got a little small TIG operation here. I'm going to try to do a little stainless steel small TIGging. I need to get a few materials and supplies, and then that'll kind of make that keep going faster, other than sitting there. I like working on all sorts of materials: wood, metal, and resins, pouring resins, laminating resins. All materials have their their thing. A lot of these that's acrylic, poured and laminated different ways. Metal has you have to be prepared for metal. Metal's not like something you just like, I'm gonna make a metal thing. Just the tools to deal with metal are already at another level. They're so severe. It's like it's just another process that you have to learn how to deal with metal. You need a space, the tools, the know-how, just to pick something up. Once it goes big, it gets pretty wild. But I'm on a small scale. I'm kind of cut back on that. Maybe at some point I'll do big pieces, but right now I can manage all my things here. I don't need a pulley or a hoist. Although I would like a milling machine. That would be cool. A mill and a lathe. I miss those. I used to have a mill and a lathe where you could just between a milling machine and a lathe, you can pretty much make anything. Throw in a disc sander, a bandsaw, a drill, done. What else? Yeah. cut stuff off and then work it. But a mill, you can do a lot of things with a mill. You can pretty much make anything. And then throw in a lathe. Oof. Yeah. I went to a high school that had a full machine shop, wood shop, building trades. They had, what was the other, all the engines. I didn't do that one. That's one I didn't do. Probably should have, but. Wood shop in high school. I think I pretty much survived in wood shop. In machine shop. Drafting. I don't think I had a Scholastic class in my senior year. I took all shop classes. Which, how lucky is that? I had short stories with Mrs. Doyle. She was cool. She was one of those cool teachers. I wasn't fully unschooled, but yeah, Mrs. Doyle was one of those teachers that actually encouraged you when you made a mistake instead of hindering you. All right. BBB. There we go. Oh yeah. I can feel this side, and I can see that side. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going on here. But I think that's it. That is it. Right. There you go. That is the exact lines that I did. So we are going to micrometer the fingerling edge here. So that's almost, it's a good half inch, and I think the thickest is 5.30. There you go. So, why don't you just go there, you go there, you go there. Nope. This is just for my glue. So don't get it all over everywhere. Yeah, there we go. Start gluing. Glue, 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 glue. All right. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. This is where I'd want actually another 3 hands. But whatever. I'm just gonna go slow and steady. Follow the lines, follow the lines. Yeah. It looks sloppy, but whatever. Whatever, I think this is going to be, well, super tight. Yep, yep, yep. So stay there. Let's see if I can do this with my finger. Speed it up a little bit. Oh, there we go. So this I just want to, I'm almost impregnating it in. Right. Sometimes fingers are the best. feel it pressing into the wood. I mean, I guess this is the main dealio. You don't mess around, you get it done. Yeah. Whoa, excuse you, off the sides. All right. Get over here. I just want one. Oop, there it is, drop down, get set right to the edge of Runio. Get my starters. Boop, 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 boop. That's right. Come on, come on. Bam. Kind of what it's about. Oh, squish. Squish, squash. Might be able to see some more. Over there, excuse me, reach. Now I need my wood pieces. Oh yeah. every clamp you have. This is my motto. There we go. Clean up a little bit. Oof. Every clamp. Yep. Mm-hmm. Go. Sweet. My wood teacher would be proud, maybe. Every clamp. Oh, there's plenty of room for more clampage. I think Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. C-clamps are the way to do it. They don't have any mess around in them. There. All right, I have a couple of more clamps. Got these eye pokers. All right, here we go. Couple more. Tweak, tweak, tweak. Mm-hmm. Any more? Any more? One more. I should have a couple more. go. All of them. All right. There we go. I think we have used all my I used all my clampage. And now it's just waited for it to dry. I'm gonna get rid of this little fillet of goo, and that's it. All right. My next thing is to keep going on this one. This one basically has finished up the connection point to put into this sound box and the kernels, and then I'm moving on to the Pegasus. I'm going to upload my long form. Everything that you haven't seen, is in my long form this Thursday. So check out Sonic Studio and stay tuned. Thanks for showing up, and we'll see you on next Tuesday at the same time, 10. So be cool. Peace. It's almost a full hour.